It's remarkable how much information we take in through the visuals that are around us. And those visuals are an important part of how it is that we teach. Visual literacy itself has become a growing component of our educational system from kindergarten through 12th grade. Hi, I'm Nancy Frey, one of the authors, along with my colleague Doug Fisher, of the Educational Leadership column Show and Tell. In the video that accompanies this column, you'll see kindergarten teacher Lisa Forehand using some really compelling visuals in a picture book to get her students to engage in critical thinking. Enjoy.
We have been working with The Day the Crayons Quit. And we know that each of these crayons has what?
A different problem.
A different problem with Duncan, right? Okay.
One of them doesn't.
One crayon doesn't have a problem with Duncan, and we're going to talk about that. You're right. Let's go ahead and review what these crayons have a problem with. Are you ready?
Yes.
What's the problem with the red crayon? Sierra?
He does all of the holidays and he works too much on holidays.
He works too hard. He works on holidays. He says he needs a what?
Rest.
He needs a rest. That's right. What about the gray crayon? Claire?
He's drawing too much big things.
Yeah. Like what? Give me an example.
Like he's drawing big elephants and rhinos.
In rhinos, that's right.
And hippos.
And hippos. And he says he wants to color something
Small.
small. What about blue crayon? What's up with blue crayon, Elvira?
Because he is sorry because he is overused. He needs a break.
He needs a break, and he's stubby. I love that you used that word from the text. What does stubby mean? What does stubby mean? Stubby means what? Audrey, what does it mean?
It means that you're kind of like getting small and big.
Okay, so we have done a really good job with determining what's the problem. We've been finding evidence of what the problem is. We are going to do another close reading today. And remember, you can close read text or pictures. I want to go over what our goals for close reading are. Remember, on the first time we read text or look at a picture, we know some, we know a little. The second time we read it, we know more. What about the third time?
We understand. We go crazy.
We go crazy. The light bulb goes crazy. We completely understand. So we're going to go into this text again, and we are going to do a close read on how Duncan helps solve some of these problems. What are we looking for in the book?
Evidence.
What?
Evidence.
Does evidence come from your head, or does it come from
The book.
the book? Always. Good job.
Did you say because?
What is that key word that we use a lot to show that we know we have evidence coming? What's that word? Because.
That is evidence.
Right. We make an opinion or statement, and then we say because, and after because comes our
Evidence.
good job. We are going to go ahead and we are going to close read the text. Where should your eyes be? So look at, here are all the letters. We're going to read this the first time through, and I want you to tell me, what do you think is going on? What's happening after we read it? Well, poor Duncan just wanted to color. And of course, he wanted his crayons to be happy. And that gave him an idea. I want you to think about what's going on. I want you to turn and talk quickly. Don't leave anyone out. Go ahead. Jeremiah, go ahead. All right. Audrey and Jada. Good job. What's going on? So with this first reading that we're reading, we're talking about a little bit. What's going on? What are you noticing? Kona, what are you noticing?
That he's using all the colors and he's using pink now.
Oh, he's using all the colors and he is using pink now. Nicole?
And he made a kitty white.
What's that?
He made a kitty white.
Yeah. Oh, he did. You know what? You guys have done such a good job of noticing. and you're already trying to show me evidence. That is the second thing that we're going to do. I'm going to reread this, and we're going to look for what evidence is there. What evidence did the illustrator give you, the person that does the pictures, illustrator give you, that Duncan listened to his crayons? Every crayon had a problem. What did he try to do to make them happy? What evidence is shown that he listened and the illustrator showed you that he listened? So this is the second time we're reading this, so now we're going to know more. Okay? So, well, poor Duncan just wanted to color. And of course, he wanted his crayons to be happy. And that gave him an idea. Jaden?
His crayons are not happy because they're all fighting, and at the end he just got an idea of coloring with all the crayons of like some really cool things.
Why do you think Duncan chose to do that?
Because he normally just wants to make his crayons happy.
Yeah? Claire, what do you think? Why do you think Duncan chose to do that?
Because he wanted all the crayons to be happy, so and then they wouldn't all start arguing with him again.
Okay, yeah. Because it says right here, poor Duncan just wanted to what?
Color.
Just wanted to color. I want us to look at this picture again and think about what evidence is shown by the illustrator that Duncan listened to his crayons. And I'm looking at every crayon. I'm going, how did he listen to red? How did he listen to gray? What evidence is shown? Turn and talk one more time. I heard such good ideas about evidence of how it showed by the illustrations that Duncan listened to his crayons. And if I'm thinking crayon by crayon, I should be able to say, oh, that's what he did with this crayon, that's what he did with this crayon. When you answer, I want you to tell me about a crayon and how Duncan listened. What was the evidence there? Kimberly?
Finally, gray crayon got to color a little tiny
Oh, I love how you use that finally. Finally, gray crayon got a break, didn't he? He colored what, little penguins that were sort of made gray.
And white is finally drawing stuff.
You finally see white in here. She's not empty anymore, is she? I want you to look more with gray crayon. Something on this page, and I know some could see a little bit, something on this page that should have been gray isn't gray. So, what do you notice, Rosaline?
The whale.
Oh, yes. Whales can be gray. You're right. What color do you make the whale instead?
Orange.
Yeah. So all of these things you pointed out is good evidence, Gavin. Good.
Green rivers are green too.
Yes, there are good evidence that Duncan and the illustrator listened to his crayons. Now, hands down for a minute. I know you have so many smart thoughts. This is one of those pages that you could just look at and look at and look at again. We're going to go through it one more time, and I'm going to ask you. Now we're going through it our third time. So now, what's going to happen?
We're getting deeper.
We're getting deeper. We have a deeper understanding. We know a lot. We're going to go through it one more time, and I'm going to ask you, how do you think the crayons feel now? Do you think his crayons are happy? And you need to tell me why or why not. What is that called when you're telling me because and why?
Evidence.
Thank you. Evidence. Why or why not? So you can't just say, yeah. That's not an answer for me. You need to say, yes, the red crayon is happy because, or no, they're not happy because. So, do you think the crayons are happy now? What are you saying, Audrey? What do you think?
There's letters right there. And that now Duncan is starting to use the pink crayon because now he's starting to like pink.
So how do you think Pink is feeling?
Happy.
Happy? Jeremiah, do you think the crayons are happy?
Yeah, because Now Pink is happy because he used pink now, but she's very happy. Now her sister and her brother is going to use it now.
I want to show you the last page of this text. You did such a good job, but I want to show you, look what happened at the very end. So, when Duncan showed his teacher his new picture, she gave him an A for coloring and an A for creativity. What is the crayon doing?
Exploding.
It's going like this. What happens when you go like this?
You explode. The middle one is invisible. Invisible because it's white.
It's white. He's cheering. Why do you think that crayon is cheering? He's cheering for Duncan. Brianna?
Because he got an A+.
Yeah. Okay, friends, I want you to have your eyes up here because you're going to do something with this book. You are going to pretend you're Duncan, and you're going to write to one of the crayons, and you're going to tell them how you solved their problem. Dear Pink, I solved your problem by
Using you.
making pink what? Dinosaurs. Dear Blue, I solved your problem by
Coloring little stuff.
coloring little things. I am going to put on here for you. I'm going to put on here for you, dear. And then I'm going to put,
Pink Duncan.
no, because you are Duncan. You're going to write to whatever color crayon. If you write to yellow, you write Dear Yellow. If you write to blue, you write Dear Blue. And then you're going to start here and you're going to tell how you made them happy, how you solved their problem. What are you choosing to write to, Ethan?
Yellow.
Oh, what are you going to tell Yellow?
I solved your problem by sharing the sun.
Sharing you with the sun. That's a good one. Good job. Boys and girls, I love that Natalia, her piece is to Pink. And she said, I solved your problems by coloring pink dinosaurs. I would have loved to make more pink cowboys and monsters, but I had to solve other crayons' problems too. Isn't that clever? Good job. All right.